Here we're at the bed that we prepared last fall on our fall gardening DVD. So if we put green sand on now, it will provide a benefit, but that benefit is going to be slowly developing through a period of time. Seeds of spinach and lettuce and things like that will be varying sizes. These seeds are just a little bigger than the carrot seeds were. We can plant these 2 or 3 inches apart. And sit our tomato plant in slightly lower than where it was when we took it out. And they're much easier to get rid of when they're real small like this. A little stirring of the ground and cultivating, pulling out any that seem to have long roots still stuck in the ground will help to get rid of them. But this is like a blade that will work both ways. You can just run it back and forth in the soil and it'll go right along under the surface and loosen up the soil, as well as pull up little weeds and break off roots. And when we're pruning the tomatoes, what we're pruning out is what's called a sucker. If you look closely at a tomato plant, you will notice there's a branch that will grow out from the main stalk of the tomato plant. And between the branch and the stem or stalk, there will be a little sucker that comes out right in the middle. And you want to pinch those off when they're just very small. We can stir it in with our wheel cultivator also. And another alternative, if we think it may be pretty dry and we want to try to keep the moisture so that the seeds can sprout as quickly as possible, is to use something like sawdust on top of the seeds. There's several ways we can do this. We can either put the water in with the seeds, which works well, and then put some sawdust on top, or we can do it like this. We can put the sawdust on top of the seeds. When doing it this way, you can even put it 2 inches deep. Over corn seeds. They'll sprout and come up through 2 or 3 inches of sawdust. The sawdust will just soak the water right up, and it'll stay moist for a long time. We have a little bit here, we'll just scatter it around lightly. We don't want a real heavy layer, we just want it real light. That will help supply calcium. And we'll just keep adding layer after layer. Whatever materials you have available. If you happen to not have many grass clippings or other materials that will help to keep your nitrogen ratio up, you can even add supplemental nitrogen. Turn over the contents of the compost pile. We want to get air in there, check and see if there's enough moisture to keep the decomposition process going, and also we want to see if the compost pile is heating up. We should even be able to tell in a few days if it starts warming up. We can feel the heat if we put our hand on the top, or if we open the lid, even some steam may come out.